What is up? Welcome back, enchanters, to another complete collection of Disney Traditions Jim Shore. My name is Jean-Pierre Bon Jovi, and if you're meeting me for the first time, hi, how are ya? Today we are uncovering the entire Peter Pan collection. And though this might look small to you, I do want to make a big disclaimer. I am not adding any Tinkerbell pieces. I just did a complete video of Tinkerbell. You can go back on our channel and watch that. It's called the Complete Tinkerbell Collection. So you can go ahead and watch that video. You can technically add all those pieces to this collection. There's some new pieces coming out featuring Captain Hook. There is a new piece coming out, so I'll feature that a little later. And there is an ornament piece as well, which, you know what, we're going to do that right now. There you go. It was part of the 4-set piece ornament collection right up there. It's in my back there, and I just didn't want to take it out. I had to move everything else up. But you've seen it in my previous villains video. And so as you can see, the box contains the Evil Queen, Maleficent. It contains... Who does it? It contains a Hook. Who was the last one? Oh, and Cruella. There we go. All four. That piece has when it first retailed, it was $80, and it has gone up drastically. It goes for almost $500 in the secondary market now. So that piece is not on this display, and also the Disney Villains Castle, which is right over here. Y'all have seen that one as well. That one also has Captain Hook in it as well, and as you know, that's like everyone's ultimate grail. That piece goes for anywhere from like $1,200 to $1,500 on the secondary market. I don't have them here with me. I have featured them in the past, so I just wanted to upload a photo of each of them. And let's dive into the very first piece ever made. The name of this piece is Nurturing Nana. But before we dive into Nurturing Nana, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell to get notified every time I upload every Monday and Thursdays. And don't forget that we also have a giveaway. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, we are having an incredible giveaway. I'm not going to play that video, but don't forget, you can watch my previous videos to see that giveaway. And it is the 100 Acre Caper Winnie the Pooh adventure piece. May the odds forever be in your favor. And without further ado, let's get to this collection. So again, the name of this one is called Nana Nurturing Nana, and it was the very first Peter Pan piece ever made. Now, there was a Tinkerbell piece made, I believe, a little before this one, but we featured that already in the previous video, but this is the typical, I think this is standard, the very first one. And it was part of the 5-piece dog series, where Jim had 5 dogs, and he created it with a bone. You would buy a display bone, and then 5 different dogs from 5 iconic movies. The dogs being Lady from Lady and the Tramp, Peg from Lady and the Tramp, the Siamese cat. Sorry, not the Siamese. Lucky from 101 Dalmatians, Nana, and Pluto. Those were the dogs. And so this was one of them. They each retailed at the time for only $30 each. They have gone up drastically, and this one being the most costly of them all. This one right here, I've been seeing on the secondary market for $200, $250. And this is called Nurturing Nana. It is an incredible, beautiful piece. As you zoom in on the details, I love the paisley rose mulling pink print. The floor tile, the blocks spell out Nana, which is super cutie. I love her bonnet. It is such a freaking cute piece. Just look at the beauty on this piece. The eyes, it's classic Jim Shore done at its finest. It's an incredible, incredible piece. Following this piece, Jim then created his capsule collection, where he released 4 pieces. The Tinkerbell sitting on the jewelry box, which you saw in my previous video. We then had this one, and it is called Captain Hook and Mr. Shmee. And it's the second type in its series where it was the dual, as you zoom in, it was a dual Hook and Shmee, and they did this with the Evil Queen and the Old Hag and Snow White, and this was the second one in the series that got this awesome dual 360 look to it. I love this piece. It's my favorite villains piece from like any collection. It's just perfection. When this piece launched, it retailed for $60 or $70 around there. Very affordable. If a piece like this were to launch now, it would cost minimum like $125 for a piece like this because of the scale, the size, and the intricacy. Um, it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this piece did have another edition. This is the original. The original edition, you'll notice that Hook's sword is curved versus the newer edition is flat. And also, it is a baby blue base, and the newer edition, I believe, has a navy blue base, if I'm not mistaken, or a green base. I'm not sure. But this is the original edition. Let's talk about the floor, like the wood flooring. You could tell they're on their actual ship. The beautiful sword, the pinstripe socks. Look at the detail on his jacket. All the rose molding detail, the gold buttons, the metal mixed media hook. Look at the hat with the big feather. It is beautiful. And then as you come up to his face, which is perfection, you have this mixed media. It's like this paper mache mustache. And be mindful, a lot of people sell this and it comes damaged or they're missing with this piece. So be mindful if you're going to buy this on the secondary market. This piece now retails on the secondary market for about $300. That's what I've been seeing it go for. And then on the back is Shmi, and as you can see, he's much shorter than Captain Hook, so they have him on this pedestal to give him some height, and he looks freaking amazing. There he is with his pot belly, and I just love. He's not like the white and blue striped shirt as in the movie, but I love this depiction with the lavender. It just still works so beautifully on him. His glasses, his big red nose, it is just perfection, and it is the first time for a very long time that we got Shmi. We didn't get Shmi for a very long time until recently, last year. We'll dive into that a little later. So that's the second piece in the series. Following that, we also have, with that collection, they released this one. And, okay, let's zoom in on this piece. The name on this piece is Peter Pan Soars to the Stars. First time in the series we get Peter Pan. As we zoom in on the details, let's talk about the base. That midnight sky with the clouds. And it's Peter Pan flying over Neverland. And you have the skull island right there. You have the details are so fine of where the mermaids reside, the little boat, Hook's boat, the Neverland. You have the hilltop where the Indians are. I mean, the clouds. And then you have this paper mache also. It's like a paper metal rainbow as well. It is absolutely beautiful. There's even a waterfall scene in there. The intricacy is so stunning. And then as you have here, you have this metal rod that holds Peter Pan up into the sky as he's soaring. I mean, when I think of my ultimate favorite Jim Shore pieces, it was this collection. When he made this collection, I fell in love. Now, this collection came out in 2007. It was released. And it was a game changer. When I saw this, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for where this is going. And I'm going to be honest with you, it was a little unfortunate because we didn't ever get to see pieces as intricate and as detailed as these ever again. Never did we see them again. It really was, in my experience, this was the best collection ever released. I don't care what anyone says, the best collection ever released was this set when he released these 4 pieces. Hook was perfection. They are perfection. It was just amazing. And what's great is that they were scaled to size as well, which is pretty awesome too. So he got the great scaling on all of them. Now this one is a little larger, but on them, incredible scaling. And just to show you with this piece, by the way, this piece when it launched was $60. This piece now goes for over $350 in the secondary market. The next piece he made in the series was this one. And it is called, it all came out at the same time. And this one is called The Darling Family, Straight Until Morning. And this piece creates almost like a diorama scene with the Peter Pan piece. So it's also part of the diorama series as well. And as you can see, you have Peter Pan up front leading them. And then you have John, Michael, and Wendy flying over London as they're going into Neverland. And it is as you can see together, as you zoom in on the details, they look incredible together as a set, though, because they're soaring above the sky. And then you have the actual city of London. So let's dive into those details. Let's move this over here. And here we have it. Here you're going to see, as you're zooming in, you have the clouds covering the city, the London fog, covering the city of London, and you have the London Bridge. It is just like, y'all have to see this. Like, you have to look at this in person to appreciate it, because there's details in every single building, docks, boats. There's mixed media chain on the bridge. I mean, it is just, the work on this is absolutely stellar. And then right above the sky, you have all three of them, and look how darling they are. From, I think this is Michael holding his umbrella, John with the little teddy bear, Wendy. I mean, it is just perfection, this piece. This piece retailed for the same price as I think it was a little bit more than the Peter Pan. I think this one was $70, and it now retails for about $250 to $300 as well. Impeccable piece. It is absolutely darling. If you own these, comment below. These for me are the most beautiful, like in my top 10 of my favorite pieces ever made. These two are there. Following the release of that piece, he made this one. And this is a personality pose Peter Pan. It's called Peter Pan, Childhood Champion. As you zoom in, I love this piece. It's a smaller version of Peter Pan. This one has gone up in price. It's become a little challenging to get. I believe you can still get it for a little under 100 or a little over 100. I originally retailed for $24. And he's just, he's sitting down on a knee, pondering. And I love the rose molding details of him. It's like a light lilac, like a light green, and it is just absolutely beautiful. He's kind of pensive. It is just super adorable. Following this piece, he made an exclusive, and it was part of the Disney parks. You've seen me do this in my Disney parks. If you're curious to know of all the Disney Jim Shore park pieces ever made, go check that video out. It's already on it's one of the very first videos I filmed on my channel. And this one is called Peter Pan's Flight. It's also one of my most viewed videos. This one right here, Peter Pan's Flight, it is the ride at Disney World, and I believe they have the same ride at Disneyland. And you are on the Peter Pan boat, ship, and you're up in the air. And I love this piece because of its mixed media. It has, as you can see, there's like a wave of a cloud, and you have the boat, and then here you have the sail, and the sail is made out of like this thick paper material, and then you have wooden toothpicks sustaining the sail, and then you have, same with the front, but then you also have cord sustaining it as well, which is so beautiful. And then you have a little hidden tank right over there, and she's hanging on a fishing wire. This piece retailed for $65, $55 when it first launched. It's no longer in production, so you're going to pay secondary market value for this, and I've seen it go for like $125 right now in the secondary market. $125, $150. Awesome. So the next piece in our collection is the Carved by the Heart. I'm sorry. The Storybook Off to Neverland piece. This piece is considered to be the rarest and most difficult storybook piece to own. It's become very challenging to get. And I actually have to credit my homegirl Jess, who's out in Europe, and she was able to allocate this for me for $125. And she mailed it out to me. I got it last year, and I'm so ecstatic. It was the last storybook piece I needed to complete the collection. And this piece now goes for like $300, $275 on the secondary market. It is absolutely beautiful. As you zoom in on the details, you have the movie title on the back, Disney's Peter Pan. And then as you come in towards the front, there are flying over the city of London, which is so awesome. And I wish they would have done something with the Big Ben, and they never have. And then you have, it just says, just think of a wonderful thought. And then you have Tinkerbell right at the very top hidden. And then you have, in this three-dimensional figure, you have Peter, Wendy, Michael, and John flying and hovering. It is one of my favorite storybooks because it captured such a memorable scene. And all the characters are here on the book, which I love so, 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 so much. It is absolutely beautiful. This piece originally launched for only $60. And again, it's near almost $300 now in value, and it's become very difficult. It's the most sought after storybook piece. So there you have it. And at the same time this came out, this one came out. And this one is called Daring Duel, and it's part of the Carved by the Heart series. And so this is Jim's famous series where he has the wooden detailing, and he in this scene he chose one of the final scenes in the movie when Peter Pan's rescuing Wendy on the ship, and he's dueling Hook. You have Shmi in the background, which is the second time in the series we see Shmi, and this piece was released alongside the Maleficent on Throne Carved by the Heart. These pieces came out in around 2015. They were launched. And we have Wendy, and we have Shmi, and you have all the details on the ship. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The gold detailing. This is an impeccable piece. What I love about this piece as well is it's just the you can capture like Shmi is. It's just the animation on it. Like Shmi is like in shock, Wendy's hopeful, Peter Pan's being all jolly, and Hook is intense, just like the movie. So it's pretty awesome that they were able to depict that emotion from all of the characters. And this piece is a little challenging to come across. This piece initially launched for about $85. And like the Maleficent piece, there was only one run ever. It never got a reprint, and it was a very limited run. So it's a very difficult piece to come across, and it retails in the secondary market for $150 to $200. Following that piece, we have this piece, which is part of the Snowman collection. I think is the last Snowman. I think after this, I've covered all of them. And this is called Christmas in Neverland. And yeah, this is the last Snowman piece I get to show. And this right here is the Snowman disguised as Captain Hook. I love that he has almost the same hat. It's part of the Snowman series, and I've mentioned this series before. We got from the Snowman series, we have the Chip 'n Dale with Mickey Christmas one. We also have in the Snowman series, we have, because I always forget, so I have to always go back. We have Cinderella. We have Ariel, Sleeping Beauty. I'm sorry, we don't have Sleeping Beauty. We have Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid as well in that collection. We have The Nightmare Before Christmas as well, and we have a Snow White piece. And this is the last one that wraps up that collection. It's Peter Pan, and what I love is the Snowman is basically a pirate. He's being Hook. He has the scope on his hand, the metal hook, and then on his belly you see the scene of Peter and the Darling family soaring through the skies to Neverland. It is an adorable piece, and I love that the Snowman's beard is just like Hook's. It's adorable. This piece retailed for $60 when I launched. Surprisingly, you can still find it for under $90. It is actually the easiest and one of the most inexpensive ones to get in the collection. Following that piece, we have this one, and it's an anniversary piece, and it's called An Unexpected Kiss. It's part of the anniversary of Peter Pan. I don't know the year, so if you know the year, comment it on the chat. And it is a precious, precious, precious piece. It's that moment where Wendy's like got mixed feelings about her friendship with Peter Pan, and she's going for a kiss, and it is iconic because the way his stance is, he's like pulling a Matrix move. She's bending over with her eyes closed. He's just like, look at those details on his face, his facial expression, like, uh-oh, what's going on? And then to like the icing on the cake is Tink, and she is super tiny in scale, and she's pulling Wendy by her hair back because she's jealous. It is the most freaking precious piece ever. Very common to get. This piece launched for $65. You can still purchase it for under $75. It is still an easy piece to make. I did produce a lot of these because it was an anniversary piece. And the final piece in this collection is the piece that just recently came out. This piece came out last fall. It's called Treasure Stone Tableau, and it is everything I love this piece. Now, this piece retails for $120, $110. Don't pay more than that. It just recently came out last year. And it is a treasure chest. And as you can see the back, zoom in on those details. Beautiful, beautiful treasure chest from side to side. Beautiful details. And then when you come up to the front, you have Shmi and Hook on this boat. You have the mixed media metal hook on Hook's hand. You have Shmi with rowing away, and they are on, in this depiction, instead of being on water, they are on a treasure chest covered in gold. So they're rowing in gold coins. There's gold coins everywhere, which is so beautiful. And then on the top of the treasure chest, you have this two-dimensional scene where you have the Darling family and you have Peter Pan and Tink flying over Neverland. Now, I will say, the brows on Wendy and John are really intense and prominent, and their faces don't look at all similar to the movie depiction. It was done a little too sloppy, but I will say Peter Pan's portrait is pretty awesome. And then you have little Tink up there as well. She's right above. Tink looks great, so does Peter, but the rest of them, it's a bit of a struggle. Regardless, due to the complexity of this piece and how large it is, and we've never seen a piece like this before, it is an incredible piece for many collectors. Many times, some people want just one piece in their collection that embodies all the characters. This is the piece you want to go with, because you're getting every character. The only character you're not getting is Tick-Tock. And Tick-Tock has only made an appearance in the Villain's Castle. So that same Villain's Castle I shared with you earlier, you have Hook and you have Tick-Tock. It's the only time we've ever seen Tick-Tock. So hopefully we get a Tick-Tock piece very soon. And with that being said, that is the complete collection of Peter Pan. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. It is one of my favorite collections of all of them. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful collection. These two are what really make the collection. This is not an easy collection. This has been a highly requested video. A lot of people want to see this video, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is not an easy collection to collect. This is going to cost you a lot, and it's a very challenging one. Of all these pieces, these two are the only ones that are commonly still found. The rest, all retail. I mean, this is it's not as expensive, but it goes for quite some money. And so does this one, you know. You're going to pay for both of them. You're going to pay like $150 minimum, $200. Everything else you see here goes over $200 in price point. And this one, of course, is still easy to find. It just retailed last year, but this one is over $100. So it is a very, very, very challenging collection to complete. And if you have the complete collection, comment below. Congratulations. That is amazing. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. And keep collecting. Stay tuned for more content I have coming up, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye.